everyone, it's Froggy, and I'm back again with another episode of Women of Xal. So, after a very eventful last episode, let's continue. Xaname's shield combusted into small sparkling red dust particles that snuffed themselves out before hitting the ground. After a moment's pause, Velvet backed away to her former seat. You look absolutely devastated. I wouldn't put that much stock in my words, or your inability to harm me. Chances are we'll never see each other again, so try to think of this as a learning experience. Say what you want. I'm one of Lady Zuna's apprentices, and if I inherit her title, you can bet that I'll have laws preventing you from sacrificing the innocent for the greater good. Velvet? What? Don't put a target on your head for no reason. Fledgling matriarchs, I see now. Well, I hope it doesn't come to that, Velvet. I would hate to see progress throttled in such a way.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We will soon be arriving at Ramistra. Our next stop after that will be Hickory Island. If you are departing, please make sure you have all of your belongings and prepare to depart via XT device. It will look identical to the hieroglyphic you used to board earlier. We will be arriving at Hickory Island in less than 45 minutes. Thank you for riding Zamori Airlines.
Well, looks like that's my cue. It was a pleasure talking to you two. May your lives be fulfilling. Velvet looked at her hand. The cuts and blood had vanished entirely. Damn that woman. Well, I wasn't expecting Velvet to be so aggressive. My goodness. Despite the journey to Hickory being more stressful than intended, the duration of the trip was calm, and visiting the matriarch Vina was almost disappointingly mundane. The letter only asked if Zuna could buy some dragoons for you and the other apprentices. Vina was more than willing to tell you two said details without being prompted. The ride back to Zaneska was a quiet one. Neat. After you and Velvet parted ways, you began heading back to your room, feeling the urge to sleep returning. You must be Zena. Who are you? Am I popular already? No, nothing like that. You're just the only one I haven't met yet. Name's Marixa. You're one of the candidates, right? How did it go with Lady Zuna? Rudimentary, I suppose. I overthought the meeting. I'm sure you're not the only one. I just got back and was heading for bed. What brings you to the lobby? Learning my surroundings. I never want to be asked to go somewhere and not know how to get there, you know. How did your trip go? Smoothly, if you ignore the woman we met on the way to Hickory. In our line of work, it's best to ignore the small fry. Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't leave her alone for too long, honestly. Ignoring you would be rude, though. I don't know if we're gonna hit on anybody. Like, it just doesn't feel right, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'll go this whole playthrough without actually hitting on anybody and see what happens. And then maybe I'll go back and redo my choices. But we'll say I wouldn't leave her alone for... Ooh, wait, is this... This is hitting on the other person. We don't want to do that. But I don't want to say she's right. Okay, maybe a little flirting, because this is the best answer. I bet you think you're clever. You would do well to learn proper manners. This world isn't made for fools. Oh, we've pissed her off. Why is she still talking to me? Oh, bother. Okay, she's gone. After Marixa walked away, you decided it was best to head for bed before the drowsiness became worse. Just as you entered your room and started walking towards your bed, you heard footsteps in the hallway passing by your door. Axe heard your door open right away and spun around. Yo. Isn't it kind of late to be walking around? It's never late when it's me. We've got 168 hours to spend per day, and my body decided not to waste them. 168 hours per day? I'm confused. I mean, hey, don't humans have quicker cycles? Maybe my internal clock is synced up with Earth's 24-hour days. Okay. And Axay was last seen falling down the stairs because she was too tired. Silly Ploof. Get some sleep soon. Do you? Oh. Maybe, or want to come to my room then? Maybe you'll get some sleep if you have company confidence. Well, we don't have any confidence, apparently. What do we have? Can we see what we have? Gallery, load, characters, history? About? Main menu? History? No. Gallery, characters? No. Alright, I don't know. We'll say silly Ploof, get some sleep soon. Nope. Alright, maybe. Sometimes I don't know if I want to sleep or not. That's why I'm out and about right now. Comes out? You mean turns out? A castle is a good place for it. I see. Just when your lips moved to say something else, you felt your fatigue worsen just thinking about prolonging the conversation. Oh, bother. Whoa, looks like the bed just summoned you. Maybe you should get some sleep first. I'll let you off easy this time. Just try to get some sleep soon. I'll make no promises, but I'll at least consider it if you get your own ass in bed. You know what? I'll take that. Later, Xa. See ya. You watched her place her hands in her pockets and stroll off without looking back. There was nothing left to do but head to your bed. Sleepy times. At long last you were able to lie down. Daylight did not deter your urge to close your eyes and drift off to sleep. Ooh, pretty little animation.
I was wondering when you'd show up. Were you impressed by any of them?
They're green. Very green. I suspect each and every one of them are in for some hard lessons.
And what of you? Will you be ready?
Will she? The knocking woke you up from your vision. You there? I mean, physically. Good. Get ready. You're training this cycle. What? Oh, no, I am not. Okay, I'll be right there. I don't know what's going on. Good. Meet the others at the dock. We leave for farm in 15 minutes. You heard footsteps trailing off into the distance. It appeared a good portion of your cycle had just been claimed. Training, huh? With a sigh, you forced yourself out of bed and made your way to the lobby. As you walked down the hallway, it didn't take long before you noticed a conversation going on a few yards away. Liz was facing away from you, looking directly into the eyes of the other. Afraid so, Lady Clannis. I would not defy the woman, were I in your shoes. I see. As you were. Liz nodded her head. Lady Clannis. Liz walked past Clannis, neither one bothering to look at the other as she did. Lady Zuna Ziovant of Zeneska, whatever are you playing at? Footsteps from behind you caught you both by surprise. The individual nodded their head as they walked by you. Lady Zena? Without breaking stride, he did the same to Clannis. Oh, you're a dude. My bad. I don't know what voice to do for you then. I was gonna do a high-pitched one. Should I continue with high-pitched? I don't know. I'll just, Lady Clannis? Clannis moved her head towards him ever so slightly, her interest seeming to fade as soon as it had arrived. She looked back at you. Training? What bother. My time would be better spent elsewhere. Yet here I, or rather we, stand, indulging the whims of some teacher we weren't even privileged to know the name of. Rubbish. Need a hug. It could be worse. An Easterner complaining. Gonna be hard to act surprised. Fuck your when you speak. Do you need a hug? Not too big on hugs. Rarely do I find myself in need of one. Now, get me out of this training nonsense, and you may find an ally in me. You could always tell Lady Xena that you won't have it. Surely you jest. Come, let's see what the matriarch has planned for her would-be heirs. I dare not be late. When you reached the lobby, you saw Zuna standing in the room watching the other apprentices walking out of the airship docking station. After watching you and Clannis leave the castle, she walked out shortly after, with Liz closing the doors behind you all. It took no time at all for you to teleport into the airship and begin the flight to the farm. Oh god. So, you're telling me that after she hammered on all of our doors and woke us up, very rudely at that, she had the damn nerve to leave on Zragoon? You look over at Zuna, who is standing in front of a window with her hands interlocked behind her back, watching the clouds go by. She was a ways away, but there was a chance that she could hear the conversation clearly enough. I suppose she has her reasons. Yeah, the moment she starts this training of hers, I'm going to deck her in the schnoz. Schnoz? I think you mean schnoz. Oh, I don't know this one. I don't think that's a real word. Sorry, I should introduce myself. Nexia Vexus. Nice to meet you. I'm Velvet. Why didn't I see you earlier? I was preoccupied with some preliminary work. Let me know if you need a guide around the castle. I spent the majority of the cycle getting to know the place, so you'd be in good hands. I really hope you got some sleep. Fighting would be hell for you otherwise. I got a little bit. Please tell me we have a healer on board. I know some healing spells. Doubt we'll be having much fun if I end up needing to use them, though. Speaking of, why don't you join us, Clannis? Clannis was sitting close by, and although it seemed that she was paying attention, nothing about her demeanor suggested that she was thinking of joining the conversation. Scarce fun to be had indulging a placement test. Aw, just try to think of it as a way to show off what you've got. I would rather impress those who judge by wisdom, not strength. Words can get behind. I'm not cut out for fighting either. Am I the only one here who has actual experience fighting? Nah, I've been through my fair share. And what of our lawyer? Dipped your toes in a bit of bloodshed on your way to the top? Now, why would I We've arrived. Everyone fell silent the instant they heard Zuna's voice. Zuna motioned her head, and everyone immediately knew what it meant. Get off my airship. One by one, each of you teleported to the ground below, Zuna included. No one seemed sure of what to expect. And I guess we'll find out what we should expect on the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you want to see more videos from me, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.